Good morning, everyone. Let's get started. Yeah, thanks for joining the session. Yeah, before getting into the today's class, may I know what joined first time today? Are there anyone who joined for the first time today for this demo classes? You can unmute yourself and speak, or you can put your message in the chat. Are there anyone who joined newly today, first time for this class? Yeah, I see some. So in the interest of new joiners, I'm just going through the details. Okay. So for yesterday, this course is started yesterday. So we started looking at one of the default methods of an interface. What is the reason? So the prerequisite for this course is to have the core Java knowledge. I should have at least basic core Java knowledge on how to write a class, what is an object, what is in a class, OOP principles, exceptions, etc. So in this course, we are going to first look at the Java 8 features. In the Java 8 features, there are some changes happened in the interface. Like you can write a default and static methods. We are going to look at that. And then Lambda expression. What is a Lambda? How to write a Lambda? Why the Lambda is introduced? What is the advantage of Lambda? What is a function interface? Predefined function interfaces. What is method reference? And stream API. So in the stream API, we have many methods like intermediate operation, terminal operation, short circuit operation, and program on each everything. And optional class date changes, collection API improvement, string joiner. And we also see some of the programs on comparator, comparable, sorting, array list, etc. So in the Java 8, I'm going to explain with the Java 8 and without Java 8, the program. So and coming to the Java 9, we are going to look at all these features, whatever is shown on my screen. JShell, try with resource, factory methods, interface changes, stream API, process API, Java platform module system, diamond operator, etc. And coming to the Java 11, so from Java 11, it is a single step process of program execution. What is that? We are going to see string enhancement, file enhancement, local variable inference, HTTP client, nested base classes. So I'm just walking through quickly what we have discussed yesterday. So there is a course content and the timing of the class is 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. The duration of this course is 40, close to 30 to 40 days. The fee for this course is 4,000 and recordings will be given up to 12 months access. And during the class, I will be providing the class notes, programs, interview questions, etc. Okay. So, are who joined newly? Do you guys have any questions on the course content? Or does anyone has any questions on the course content? Yeah. I take that silence as no question, but if you have a question, please feel free to ask me. Okay. Now, yesterday we started looking at some of the features that is nothing but a default methods of interface. What is the advantage? Now, let me answer questions. So, how do I know what version of Java is installed on my machine? How do I know what version of Java is installed on my machine?
We need to
Command Java-version.
Okay, go to command prompt and type Java-version. If it is not installed, what do you see?
Unrecognized command.
Yeah, unrecognized command. If it is there, then you will get that version, right? So in order to learn Java 8, the minimum thing is you need to install Java 8 version or any version less than 8, right? So we have seen yesterday one advantage of having default methods in an interface, right? So from Java 8 onwards, we can write default method in an interface, right? So what is the advantage or why do we use default methods in an interface?
backward compatibility.
What is meant by backward compatibility?
Yeah, when we implementing this interface, it will forcing the developer to implement all the abstract methods which are available in test interface, if it is required or not required. So
Okay, but yeah, go ahead.
by adding the default method, particular class can override this default method if it is required. If not required, we may not worry about the default method.
Okay. So, and okay, now let's look at, and we also have seen how to access default method present in an interface, right? How to access the default method present in an interface?
With the interface name, super keyword, and the method name.
Can I write that in the static method, that signature? No, we cannot, right? It's a default method. You cannot access the static, non-static context from a static, correct? Now, what is the other way to access it? Using inheritance, correct? By creating a child object, you can access the parent method. But if you are, if you wanted to access only without an object, then you have to use interface name dot super dot default method name, right? So this is what we have discussed in the previous class, right? So does anyone has any questions so far? So Lawson, it is not OCJP 819. So it is, we are going to cover 8, 9, 11, the Java 8 features, 9 features, 11 features, but most of the things of the given exam also will be covered. But not, this is not a course that to go through the course, I mean, OCJP exam. I hope that answers your question.
Sir, can we write that line number 21 in so other than implementation class instance method, can we write that still?
So this, I mean, what method you mean?
So line number 21, we have written that statement super dot M3. So can I write that line number 21 in other than implementation class instance method?
Yeah. So this, see, example 1, M1, M2. You tell me what method you want me to write. Tell me, I'll write.
Without using the implementation of interface, can we write the interface name with the super
You
dot?
mean without implementing?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Yeah. So if you are not implementing, how does it know that it's, see, what is a keyword called super? When do you use a super?
Yes, to invoke super class methods.
I mean, that means when there is an inheritance only, correct?
Okay, sir. Yeah, got it.
If there is no inheritance, there is no point of using that keyword, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. Got it. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah. Now let's today look at what is the advantage of having a static method. So yesterday in the test interface, we have seen the default method. Now let's look at static. Now, before going into the details, let me ask you one question. So is the array list synchronized?
No.
Okay. In order to make it synchronized, what do you do? First of all, is the vector synchronized?
Yes.
Okay. What does it mean by synchronized? At a time, on one object, only one thread should execute, right? Yeah. If you look at vector, the vector class, see, in order to make it as a synchronized, see, in the vector, you can add an element using an add method, right? Do you see synchronized keyword in this method? Yeah. So if a method is synchronized, then at a time, only one thread can execute on one object, right? But if I go to the array list, if I go to the array list and look at the add method of array list, right? Do you see the synchronized keyword here?
No.
No. That means, so array list, multiple thread object can work on the array list add method parallelly on the same. So that means it may give the inconsistent output. That's the reason in multi-threading environment, you go for a vector, right? If it is a normal single thread environment, you go for a array list, right? Now, can I say by this one, can I say that array? So, I mean, what is a synchronization? Everything will be taken care of collections, but I'm just giving you one, why we go for a static method. One example I'm taking. So since array list is not synchronized, okay. Now, how can I make the array list as synchronized?
By adding this
So,
keyword.
no. Can you change the source code? Can you add the code here? In the array, it's a .class file, right? It is developed by Java creators. Can you modify the source code here?
No,
No. Then how can you make the array list synchronized?
we need to add our own method.
That is what. How can you do that in this class? Can you modify this code of this class, array list.class?
No,
No. Then so in the collections, do you know that collection is an interface and collections is a class? See, there is a collections, there is a class called collections, correct? Now in this one, there are some methods are there, right? So what is the method? Synchronized list. Do you see one method called synchronized list?
yes,
What this method is accepting? List object. And what is the output it will give you? A synchronized view of say returns. If you look at the definition of method definition here, return a synchronized view of a specified list. That means the input is non-synchronized. The output of this list method is synchronized. So in order to synchronize the array list, can I use this?
yeah,
Yeah. So now what this method is doing? So that means, can I say it is something called as a utility function? Yes or no? So synchronized list means any list. See, in order to call this synchronized list method, are you using any object here? What is this method? Static method. How can I call the static method? By using the class name, correct? Yeah. So this collection, if you look at this collection class, most of the methods are static methods only. Why they have introduced this collections class, and why not they kept these methods in the collection interface? Can someone answer that? See, what is the reason to introduce this collections class? Or why can't they keep these methods in the collection interface? See, collection is also interface, right? They should have kept these methods, all these methods in the collection interface itself. Why they did not do? First of all, are you guys understanding my question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Uh,
Why they did not do?
Maybe if you are placing in interface, all implementation classes should provide implementation.
Yeah, that means, see here, before 1.7, before 1.8, does the interface allows non-abstract methods? Before 1.7, interface, you cannot write a non-abstract method, right? All these are abstract, non-abstract methods. So they need one place. If you are putting these as a abstract methods in the class, whether you like it or not, all the classes should implement. But when do you go for using this method? When do you go for this method? Whenever there is a need, correct? Whenever you have a list object and you want to synchronize it, then only you call this method. If it is not, for example, do you call this method always? Or whenever you want a synchronized list, only you will call? Whenever we need. That means there is a need basis you are doing. But if you are keeping these methods as a abstract methods in the collection interface, all the classes by need to they have to override it, which is a not required scenario. So that's the reason before 1.8 they cannot write non-abstract methods. So that's the reason in the collection interface they have created a class called collections, and they have added all the static methods. Now what is the static methods? Can I say this will provide some utility functionality? When I say utility functionality, now in your project you are writing some for example, I want to check whether the given number is unique. For example, public boolean static is even. I want to check the given number is even number or not. So generally for these kind of functionalities, you will write some method, correct? So here, so now, for example, I have written this method in my project. So now later, whoever wants to check whether the given number is even number or not, can I say that they don't need to write anything? They can call this method. How do they call this method? By calling the class name. It's a static method. See, example1 dot, they can call directly example1 dot is even, and you pass 11. It will give you some return type. If it is equal to 0 percentile, then it will return true. If not, it will return false. Correct? Am I right? Yeah. Now, what does it mean? Is even method. What kind of this method it is?
Static.
Utility method, right? I mean, it is a static method, but it is providing some utility functionality, right? That means, can I say wherever you are writing like is even or any, so many methods will be there in your project, which can be reused, right? That you can put it in one class as a static method and you can use it. That is what we are doing so far. Because these methods, can I, before Java 8, can I keep this method in the interface? Can I write this non-static method in an interface before Java 8?
No.
No.
No. But now from Java 8 onwards, what they have done is you can write a static method. Now I don't write here. Now I will go to this test interface too. Now I will write this here. Okay. Now this is a utility method. So that means the introduction of what is the advantage of introducing the static methods in an interface is, so if you are, say, earlier what you have done, why the collections class is introduced? Just for the utility purpose, because you cannot write non-abstract methods in the interface. Just for that purpose, they have created a separate class called collections. But going forward, if you need any utility kind of a functionality, do you need to create a separate class? Not required, right? You can keep a static methods or that utility methods as a static methods in the interface, and you can access this. Now, how can you access this? The static method present in an interface is by the class. Now, see in which interface it is. See, if it is a static method present in a class name followed by interface name. But now the static method present in an interface. So I will call the interface name followed by the static method name. To call static method present in interface, we use interface name dot static method name. This is how we call interface name dot static method name, right? Now, what is the advantage of having a static method? It will provide or it will work as a utility functions. You don't need to create an object. If this feature is not there, then what you need to do? You have to use the existing class or you have to create a common one class and you need to write it. That means you are just creating a new class. By creating a new class, what is going to happen? I mean, this class will be loaded during the class load time, again, which is a increase in the memory. But if you are writing the static methods in an interface, it will reduce that. And this you can access by using the interface name followed by the static method name. The advantage of static methods in an interface is to provide utility functionality. Okay. The advantage of static methods in an interface is to provide utility functionality. Now, how can you override this static method? See, can I override this M3 method in my class wherever I am implementing?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. If you want, you can override it. If you don't override it, this method functionality will come. If you override it, whatever you have written, that will come. But can I override a static method? Or else in example 2, if
No.
I write the same method, does it mean that it is overriding? So for example, let me call this method, copy this method and put it here. Or example 1. Okay. Now, if I am writing this method here. So now, why am I not getting a compilation error? Is it termed as a overriding?
No.
Okay, then what this concept is called as then? See, you look at here, method name, arguments, return type, everything is same. The same signature is also present in the interface also, right? See, what is a overriding? In your child class and parent class, if you have the same thing, it is called as a overriding, right? But what is, why am I not, see, if I write a @ override here, see, I'm getting a compilation error, correct?
Yes.
But if I do not write @ override, I'm not getting any compilation error. Why?
It's just a new method in the example 1 class.
That means what is this termed as? So, see, if you look at a static method, method belongs to a class, correct? See, this static method is present in example 1 class. That means when this method will be loaded, or when this class, during the class load time, this will be loaded. In order to call this method, do you need an object?
No.
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 Similarly, in order to call this method, do you need to create an object of the class that is implementing this interface? Or you can call this with the interface name itself, correct? That means this isEven method is subjective to this interface. Similarly, isEven method is subjective to this class, correct? Example one class, right? Yeah. So that means both are subjective to different. Now, so if you are writing this one, what does it mean? You are redefining. It is not overriding. It is called as a redefinition. So you cannot do a overriding for a static method, because overriding is possible for instance methods only, correct?
Yes.
So these static methods, even if you are defining the same method in one, it is not called as overriding. It is called as redefining. Redefining. Okay. Now here, when this method will be called, whenever you're calling class name, example one dot isEven of 11. Now I can keep the method name as isEven, but can I perform the different functionality? Yes or no? If I am writing a isEven, can I, if I do like this, is anyone is going to blame me for this? No, right? It's my program. I can write anything what I want. Now, if you look at here, can I say the method name is same, argument signature is same, but by calling this one, am I getting a different functionalities?
Yes.
Yeah, here I will get false, here I will get true, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So that means can you override a static method present in an interface?
No.
The answer is no, you cannot override, right?
Yes.
Because static overriding is not possible for static methods. Even if you are writing the same method name in your class, which is similar to your interface, that is called as a redefinition. It is not called as a overriding, correct? So overriding is possible only for instance method, not for static methods. So what is the advantage of having the static methods in an interface? This to provide the utility functionality. Now, so here, look, if you look at here, collection, see, in the collection is an interface. Now, from 1.8 onwards, can an interface has now static methods?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you look at here, there are some static methods, guys. Let's see. See, it is a default method. Okay. Look at here. Since 1.8, that means in 1.8 in the collection interface, what they have implemented? Remove if method, right? So we will see this, what is this interface and what is this method, etc. That means they have introduced. If not, if this functionality is not there, where they should have implemented this method? In the collections class. Let me see any static method. Sorry, I could not hear. Yeah. Whoever is not speaking, please go on mute. Yeah. So that let's go to the list interface. Is the list is also interface, correct?
Yes.
Let's go to list interface. Okay. Now in the list interface, there is a new method have been introduced called off from Java 9. Do you see what is this method? It's a static method, right? So if, for example, if this functionality is not there, like adding a static method in an interface, if that is not there, introduced in Java 8, where this method should have been written? In the collections class. Now, can I say that you are avoiding the new class creation just to provide the utility functionality?
Yes.
Right? Yes, that is the advantage of having the static methods in an interface. Now, so before going to the next topic, do you guys know how to look at the source code? Do you guys know how to look at the source code? See, I'm saying whatever I'm showing so far, it's a list interface. Look at here, list.class, collection.class. Are these classes created by me? Array list.class. Are these classes created by me?
No.
No. That means these are provided by Java creators, correct? So now, do you guys know how to look? Say, I'm showing you the source code. Do you guys know how to look at it, or shall I explain this one? Because this is very important. Going forward, in all my classes, I will show you the source code, and we'll go through the source code, like how it is working, etc.
Yes,
Do you
sir.
guys want me to tell this, or you are already aware of it?
No, sir. Please explain.
No.
Yeah. So now, whenever you are installing the Java software, where the Java will be installed? Program files, Java, correct? Now, let's for now go to the Java 1.8. Yeah, in the 1.8, you just go to JRE and you go to the library. Okay. Now, so you can see one file called RT. What is file? What is the file type? Executable jar file. So can someone tell me what is a jar file? Jar means? In your projects, you can see so many jar files are available, correct? Okay. Now let's see. Let's look at that. What is a jar file now? Now here in this project, I have created a Java 8 new project, right? So I have these many class .java files are there. So do you see any compilation issue in any of this file?
No.
No. That means if there is no compilation issue, class file would have been generated, correct?
Yes.
Where can I see that class file? Okay, if you are writing a project in the Eclipse, then go to now where this my project is there. My project is present in my documents. Let's go to this is my path, correct? Let me go to this path. See, in this path. Now this is my project. Now, see, SRC is a package under which I am writing the source code, correct? SRC, under SRC, I am creating a package, I am writing the source code, right? Now, do you guys see one more folder has been created automatically, bin folder, right? Did I create this one?
No.
No, the Eclipse will create this bin folder, and whatever the package structure is there, like COM, Ashok IT, interface changes. Similarly, same structure will be created by Eclipse in this bin folder. See, look at here. Bin, COM, Ashok IT, interface changes. Now, do you see all the class files are there now? Agree?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, if I open the class file, now let us see if I am trying to open the class file. Do you understand what is there in this class?
No.
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 That means reading the class file is difficult, correct? Now, now
Yes.
the question is, now I have the, so whenever you are compiling in your project, you will create a jar. How do you create a jar? See, now I can, so how to create a jar is go to right click, export. There is a command called export and select jar. See, jar. Jar, the full form of jar is Java archive. So click on next. Now let me give the same path. Document 08 Java new features. I'm just creating one test.jar. Okay, save. So in this location,
Jar file will be available.
jar, that means I'm creating a jar file. This is how you can create. Using command prompt also you can create. Okay. Now, let's go to this folder and see. See, do you see the executable jar file is created?
Yes.
Now, is it similar to my Java, similar, the same look and feel? Let's go to my program files, C drive, program files, Java, JDK, JRE, library. In this one, there is something called rt.jar. Look at here. If you look at the symbol here, both are same.
Yes.
See, executable jar file. See, this is also executable jar file. Now, how can I open this one? If I open in the Notepad++, can I able to see? Am I able to understand this?
No.
Now, what does this jar file will contain? This jar file will contain the group of class files. See, just now I have shown you, whenever you are creating a class, Eclipse is doing automatically compilation. And all those compiled classes are stored in bin folder. Yeah, whoever is not speaking, please go on mute. So all the class files are stored in the bin folder. See, under the project, you have a bin folder. Yeah, all the class files are there. Now, see, now how can I group these class files together? How can I group these class files together? So in order to group these class files together, I will go for a jar. So that is nothing but a Java archive. So just now I have created a jar file that is a test.jar. That means this test.jar, if I open it in the Notepad++ or Word++ or any Excel sheet, anything, am I able to understand what is there in the jar file?
No.
No. So what does the jar file is containing? Class files, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So let's look at here. Yeah. Converting .java program into .class file is called as compilation, correct?
Yes.
Now, but if you look at, if you open this .class file or .jar will contain group of class files, correct? Now, if you are opening, are you able to see the source code? No.
No.
Then what I need to do? I need to convert .class into some .java, correct? Then only I can see. So the process of converting .class file into .java file is called as decompilation. Okay. Now, in market, now just go to Google. Now, if you want to look at the source code present in the test.jar or my rt.jar, you need a decompiler. So now go to Google, Java decompiler, and go to this one. See, just go to download section. Based on your operating system, you can do. So if it is a Windows, you click on this one. So whenever you click on this, one jar file, one zip folder will be downloaded. Let me show you that. Okay. Now see here, JD GUI Windows 6 1.6.6. This is the zip folder will be downloaded. You just unzip folder. Just do unzip. Whenever you unzip, you get this folder. Okay. Go to this folder. Do you see one coffee cup symbol? Do you see one coffee cup symbol on my screen?
Yes.
So just click on double open this one. Now, so this is called Java. See, look at here. What is that? Java decompiler. Now, what I will do, I will go to the file, open file, and I will give my test. Just now I have created a jar file, correct? That test.jar. If I am opening that in a notepad, I'm not able to see. But I'm trying to open that in the decompiler. If I see. Now look at see. Am I able to see the package name com.ashokit.interface changes? And am I able to see all the .class files? And click on this .class. Am I able to see the source code?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the beauty of having a Java decompiler. Okay. Now this is see, all these classes are created by whom? Can I say I have created all these classes, correct?
Yes.
Now, but array list class, string class, integer class, collection interface, collections class, who has created all of this?
Java creators.
Java creators, correct? Or Oracle or something, right? So now when they are creating, where did they keep that? So whenever you are downloading a Java software, that is getting installed in your machine, right? In the program files, go to the program files, Java folder, go to JDK, JRE, library. So in this path, you see one file called rt.jar. This rt.jar is contain all the predefined Java classes. That means, see, can someone tell me what are the predefined Java classes? Can I say integer, string, double, long, array list, executors, exception, thread? All these are the predefined Java classes. Yes or no?
Yes.
All those classes source code is present in this rt.jar. It's a jar file. What does it will contain? It will contain the .class file. If I open this in a notepad, will I be able to see, understand what is there? Am I able to understand? No, correct? So instead of opening it in a notepad, what I will do is now I know the Java decompiler. Now Control O, let me open that rt.jar here. JRE library. Do you see rt.jar? Just click on open. Now do you see? What is the base? In which package the object class is present? Or in which package the string class is present? Guys, I'm just asking plain core Java questions. In which package the string class is available? What is the package name?
Lang package.
Java.lang package, correct?
Yes.
See here. So do you see Java package? Yes. Under this, do you see lang package? Yes. Do you see the Boolean is also a class, correct? Do you see the source code? Yeah. So now let's, as I mentioned, see, all these are the predefined classes. Look at here. Float, double, integer. Let's come back. See, short, see string. Can I see all the source code of all the predefined Java classes that you are very aware?
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
Now, what is the in which package the array list is present?
Util package.
Java.util, not util. Just don't say that util. You are, see, that is the difference between a fresher and then you guys. See, java.util. See, Java is a package and under that you have a util. In this one, do you see array list? Correct. Are you able to see the source code of array list or not?
Yes.
Right. Now, see, it is nothing but it's a class and having some methods. It is as simple as you see, you will also write some class and having some methods, right? It is also same thing that now by looking at this, can you understand better?
Yes.
Yeah. Look at here, collection interface. Collections is a class, correct? Now, so this is one way to look at the predefined Java code using a decompiler. Now, but nowadays, so why are you using Eclipse or IntelliJ, guys? Why don't you write a program in Notepad? Can I write a note? See, whatever I have written, example 1, 2, 3, interface. Can I write these classes or interfaces in the Notepad and try executing a program? Can I do that or not?
Yes, we can, sir.
Yes, we can. But why am I using a Eclipse or IntelliJ? Because of the features, correct? So if you are writing in a Notepad, every time you need to compile it. But here, am I compiling it? No, I'm not doing, but Eclipse is doing automatically as soon as I type the code, correct? That means it is providing you some simplification features, right? Now, in the Eclipse also, some of the Eclipses comes with a inbuilt Java decompiler. So some of the Eclipse comes with an inbuilt Java decompiler. In order to look at that, in order to look at the class files, any class file, if you want to look at, you need to use Control-Shift-T. I repeat, you go to the Eclipse. If you want to look at any of the class file, Control-Shift-T, Control-Shift-T, hold Control-Shift and press T. Okay. Now you get one window. Now you tell me any class, guys. Anyone? Can someone tell me any class? Any class you name. Thread is a class, correct?
String.
Yeah, let us take string. String is also a class, correct? See, in which package it is there? Java.lang. See, am I opening the source .class file?
Yes.
Yes. So can I modify the code here?
No.
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 So am I able to see the source code now?
Yes.
See, string class will also have a constructor. See, can I say this is a constructor?
Yes.
Yeah, you can put a breakpoint also. You can debug here also. So if you are using without Eclipse, you need to use a software called Java Decompiler. How to download this one? You can go to the Google, just type Java Decompiler, and then you will get first website. This is the website, and let me ping this in the chat. So from this, you can download this if based on your operating system, this one. And then there will be a coffee cup symbol, open that and open the jar file. It will show you the source code. This is one way, or the other way would be, if you are using a IntelliJ or Eclipse, those will come with an inbuilt decompilers. That means they are already having a inbuilt decompilers. In order to look at a source code, you need to use a shortcut called Control-Shift-T. And then type whatever the class you want. Let me look at thread. Thread is a class. Say java.lang. Say, am I able to see the source code of thread? Yes. I can put it breakpoint also and I can debug too. Let me quickly show you that. Now here, In this class, what am I doing? L dot add. Can I say I'm calling the add? See, whenever in line number 40, what I'm creating an object of array list, correct?
Yes.
Does everyone agree?
Yes.
So whenever you're creating an array list object, what happens? The constructor of this class will be invoked, correct?
Yes.
See, click on this. See, is this a constructor? Array list constructor? Yes or no?
Yes.
Now let's see whether we are able to debug inside that also not. Let me put a breakpoint. Debug as Java application. Okay. Now see line by line execution. Now from this line, if I want to look at whether array list constructor, what is happening, what they have done in the array list constructor, I want to see. See, I will go to this. I'll put a breakpoint here, 169. See, that means, am I able to debug in the array list.class file also? See, they are using something called element data. What is this element data? It's an object array. Look at here. Object array. They are initializing with this some capacity or something, correct? Do you understand what is happening? See, now I want to see you're calling add method of a array list. That means, let's see implementation. In which class you want to see? This method is there in multiple classes. Let us see. I want to go to array list. Where is that array list? Or let me quickly go to array list class. Inside this add method will be there. Let me put a breakpoint and go to the main method. See, am I able to debug the add method present in array list? Yes or no? In which
Yes.
class I am present now? Array list.class. See, am I debugging? Yes.
Yes.
So that means you can debug the predefined Java code and understand better, correct? Yeah, this is what we are going to do in our course. So this is how you can debug the predefined Java codes. And whenever I'm showing you the function interface like predicate, consumer, supplier, and all, we are going to see the source code, guys. Okay. So we have around another some time left. In that, I'll not be able to complete the lambda. So in the tomorrow demo class, we completed just now the interface changes, right? Default methods and static methods. In the tomorrow class, we are going to start with lambda. We are going to understand what is a lambda, why the lambdas are introduced, how can I write a lambda, and from there onwards, we are going to look at what is a function interface, etc. Yeah. Any questions, anyone so far? Yeah. So today you are going to get an email from the Ashok IT. If you are interested, you can enroll, guys. If anybody is interested to enroll for this course, please follow the instructions mentioned in the email and you can enroll for the course. And once you enroll, let me quickly show you how does the enrollment email looks like. So you will be able to get an email something like this. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this is some sample email that you are going to get an email from Ashok IT. Not exactly, I'm just showing you the example. Now in this email, you will be having the, like if you are interested, you can do the payment on this account or on this Google Pay. I mean, not these details, but you can follow the email information. Once you're done with the enrollment, you can send out an email to ashokitpayments@gmail.com. You say that your course code and timing and attach the payment screenshot. Then you will be considered as enrolled, and for all the enrolled candidates, we are going to create a WhatsApp group. I'm just showing you the WhatsApp group that I'm currently working on, 28 advanced DSA, which is morning 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. So in this WhatsApp group, all the students will be added, whoever has enrolled it. Okay. And then through that WhatsApp group, you can ask me the questions. I will be sharing the notes, or if there is an announcement for the class, timing or anything, we are going to discuss in that. Okay. So yeah, Kiran, debugging small example of like add and subtract means you are talking about a Core Java? Yeah, at the end of the class, just remind me. I will try to show you that. Okay. So, any questions, guys? Anyone?
There is a one core Java batch is going on.
Okay.
So who is taking that?
No, I do not know that. Who is taking that? I do not know, but I am not the one who is taking that. Yeah, Varun. The course duration of the course is 30 to 40 days every day, 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. I think you have joined late, so this is the course content. Okay. Java 8, 9, 11. The fee is 4,000, 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Within, 30 to 40 days. So we are in the first week of April, right? And I can say that first week of May, we can complete the course. Does it answer your question, Varun?
Karthik, do you cover the like coding part, like using streams?
Yes, I do cover. That is the important one, right? Like we have the intermediate operation, terminal operation and all, right?
Yes.
So all those things, let me show you the previous one. What are we going to do? Okay.
So will you
So
give some exercise to do, like
yes,
will share? I mean,
I will give you the homework also, but
mhm.
my experience from past 3 years, people ask for homework, but they don't do the homework. Only very little people, like 1-2% of the people only does the homework. But I do give the homework. It's up to you. I mean, it is not a school, right? To what you call mandate that homework. I'll give you the homework. With if you are practicing, that's well and good, and you can ask me the questions. And some people are busy and they are working, so I can request them to work on it. But if they are not, then I cannot do anything. That is in not. I mean, because we are grown adults, so we should be responsible for ourselves, right? Yeah. To answer your question, yes, I do give the homework and I do tell you the all the streams. See, on my screen, you can see stream API, filter method, map method, sorted, flat map, limit, skip, distinct, sorted. All these methods, each and every method we are going to discuss with a program. That's what is that program? Let me show you sample code of my previous batch.
Sir, that in Java 8, you are covering concurrent hash map and completable future.
Concurrent hash map is not part of Java 8. It is already there.
Completable future.
Feature, yeah, that is invoke all method and completable feature that will be covered. But concurrent hash map is not a part of Java 8. It's already there from Java 1.5 onwards.
But it is not there in the syllabus.
If you look at yesterday, I told in the concurrent only there is one chain invoke all that I am going to cover in the multi-threading. And if you remember yesterday class, I told you need to have knowledge on how to do the multi-threading, or I can give you the access to the previous multi-threading video that I have shared. You just listen to that and then come to the class. I can explain. Yeah. Hope that answers. Okay. Now, if you look at guys here, what I'm going to see in the Java 8 features. Okay. So this is already the previous batch that I have completed. Look at here. Currently, we are in the interface changes. Okay. For Lambda, we are going to create a separate package. Function interface separate. See stream API. See in the stream API, stream enhancements, one project I have created. Now in this one, see, we are going to see, look at here. Write a program to print the employee who is getting minimum or lowest salary. This is one question. Okay. And then see, write a program to sort the employee list by employee ID. Write a program to sort the employee by dot employee name. So write a program, print employee salary whose name starts with K. Or see, write a program to print all the employee salaries into a list, employee names into a list. Okay. Now there are more. Yeah. Write a program to print numbers list in a descending order. Now this is one stream example one. Let's go to the stream enhancements 2. See, in this one you can use how can I use a stream on a map? Okay. Generally we use with a list. How can I use it with a map? You can do. Write a program to remove the duplicate employees from the list. See, write a program to print an employee who is getting third highest salary. The one who asked the question, does it answer your question now? Someone asked about the stream questions, right? I think is it Geetanjali? Yeah, whoever it is. I hope we are going to look at all these questions with an answer in the class.
Can you show me that completable future, sir, one program? The last previous batch you covered.
So it is, okay, let me try with. Okay, it is not there. Let me quickly look at it. Yeah, I'll find out that I'll show you that. Currently, I'm not able to find that here in this current workspaces. I can show you that. But we are going to cover that. There is an invoke call method also in the executive framework. We are going to cover that too. Okay. May I know the person who asked that question?
Okay, sir. Yes.
Yeah, sure. Any other questions, anyone?
How many programs we cover? Java 9 and 11, 11 feature.
Java 9, in the Java 9 modularity, we cover, see, Java 9 features itself, we have different features. Look at here. Diamond operator, immutable collection, interface changes, what is the modularity, process API improvements, stream API improvements, try with resource. So in this one, all this, in the try with resource, I will be explaining Java 7, Java 9, and diamond operator Java 1.5, 1.7, 1.9. Okay, and immutable features without Java 8, with the Java 8, with Java 9, how can I do? And the process API improvements, it's only Java new. And so you can see this project 1, project 2, project 3, right? A Java 9, B Java 9, C Java 9. These are the separate projects created for Java modularity. To explain what is a modularity, we are going to create multiple projects. Varun, the timing is fixed 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. I do not have any other timing. But if possible, you can enroll for this course and listen to the recordings and ask me the questions later.
Java 11 also same, right?
Yeah, Java 11 also, look at here. Where is Java 11? Yeah, Java 11 features. Okay, see, class, there is a class called class, right? There are some changes, collection changes, file changes, lambda expression changes, local variable reference, predicate changes, string enhancement. I mean, for every topic, I'm creating a new file with the same name so that it will be easy to reference later. Okay. Hope that answers your question, Vishnu. Yeah. So if does any other has any other questions? Yeah. So if you guys wanted to listen any of my recordings, you can go to the Ashok IT YouTube channel. Just go to the Ashok IT YouTube channel. You can look at here. So this is the first one, Java 8 Lambdas is the yesterday demo class, and this is the today's one. And you can listen to this, all these data structures and algorithms. These are my classes. Linked list is also my class. And this is a multi-threading. You can go and look at this multi-threading also. These are my earlier batches. Okay. So if no questions, yeah. So the one, Vishnu, you can look at this Java 9 and 11. Earlier, I have taken some of the features. You can look at this if you want to have some more idea. Yeah. So I hope no questions. If no question, then that's all for today, guys.